Hi everyone, I am Margo, your tarot reader, and today we are doing a personal reading. Today's reading, it is most importantly to connect with a loved one in the spiritual realm for someone that has passed on. I am Margo, your tarot reader. If you're interested in consultation, email me at margotarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margo, your tarot reader. And I'll be more than happy to help you. I know we made some changes to the channel, and so we are calling it Margo Tarot Reader. I want to give thanks to all of you for taking your time to watch. For my subscribers, please continue to like and share. And for new ones, love and light to you and to yours and to everyone else as well. If you are here, please know that your guides or your spirits or your creator has sent you to this channel to be healed in one way or another, whether it is physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in all aspects of your physical and spiritual life. As always, prior to the recording, I call into the universe with my clients' personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading, and or a ritual. Now, when it comes to predictions, as always, there are certain extents that you are allowed to change your destiny or the predictions itself if you align yourself in the correct path of the spiritual realm, mentally, physically, and all. And as always, there are predictions that cannot and will not be changed because it is the path of your physical and spiritual life here on earth. um, so I feel that energies are kicking in, so I apologize for that on the pause. But always, if you're interested, please inbox me and I'll be more than happy to help you. In today's reading, this is something that we've been looking forward to have some acknowledgement to the loved one on the other side. And sometimes with my clients, especially when they've been long-standing with me, it's like a closeness bonds, and it always is with all my clients. And this is like a community for us, okay? To grow together, to grow within your physical and spiritual realm, in your path, in your journey. And so I am not just your reader. I am here to help you in any type of healing that you're needing, with consultation, therapy, and or reading or rituals. Rituals is not for me and in my channel and what I do and why I accept this. It's also about finding ways to heal physically, mentally, and spiritually. Yes, they're negative rituals, they're positive rituals. It just depends on the circumstance and the situation that one is and needs. And am I allowed to do negative? Yes, I am, to an extent, with permission of the higher self. Am I allowed to do any healing? Any type of ritual I am able to do, as long as I get the permission of the higher self. But as the same token, there are at times that I will neglect, and I will continue to do so, to not accept certain rituals that the clients will ask for, according to the law of the spiritual realm and also in the energy of the situation of each individual client. Just because you're wanting something does not mean that I will do. I'm not going to make my client waste their hard-earned money, but at the same time, I am not going to do something that is not destined to be done. So with me, it works totally different. I just have to say that for whoever may be questioning or asking. I do not discriminate your lifestyle and or your religions. That is, I am not one to judge. Please do understand that. So let's go on and continue with this. Okay. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens. Thank you to our higher self for today's predictions and or acknowledgement of the physical and spiritual realm. Guide us through and protect us through, for us here in the physical and for those that we are trying to connect to and with in the spiritual realm. Protect our energy, protect our space, and we'll give thanks to you and to ours for always watching over us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Connect with us, communicate with us peacefully in tranquility. What are the messages for today's client, angels of the universe and of the heavens? Thank you to the heavens. Thank you to the gods. Okay. Thank you. And just leaving your center heavens. Okay. So let's open up and see. Um, so I was very excited that this spirit communicated first thing early mornings that day that I text you, my client. And I just kept sensing this energy of uplifted, and I kept sensing his energy, you know, just like smooth dancing kind of way. Uh, his figure was tall, curly hair, and wearing jeans at the time with an off, like a blue, it felt like a blue shirt, something to that aspect. And he was just going like this, you know, with his left hand, just like sliding through, moving around. And he kept singing a song, do you remember? And I just kept going with that and going with that, and I just kept sensing that through the whole sensation of the energy when that person was coming. And so with my with the energy and with the gift itself that I am blessed with, you have to learn to distinguish what are the energies, who is the energies from, and what are the reasons why they're connecting with me. It may be stranger's energy, it may be a client's energy, my energy, whoever it is. In this specific energy, it was just very given. His energy came through, his figure, everything about him, and right off the back, I knew it was him. um, so I'm blessed that he was able to communicate as he does every now and then. And we know that we've been waiting to, and I say we because it is the energy that I'm interacting with, the client itself right now, and on the other side as well. Please align us with it. And what else would you like for us to know about your conditions in the spiritual realm? What would you like to communicate with your loved one? What are the messages? What do we need to know? Where have you been? What would you like to say in reference to those experiences? And what is the journey that you are trying to, or will you be taking, if any? Give us the messages that we are seeking from you. With love and light, with love and light, what are the messages? With love and light. Thank you. Okay. So, I feel that first off and most off, I want to say that he has gone through this epiphany moment, and it has not been easy for the spiritual energy, for the soul to go through the journey that it's been since its passing. Not at all, not at all. It is in the energy that I sense it and feel it, and that he puts me in. And so, as always, when I'm interacting with energies, I feel their joy and their peace and their tranquility, and or also their pain, whether it's physically and or spiritually. It is a blessing to have such a wonderful gift, and it's a blessing to communicate that to the person itself that is wanting to hear that, or needing to hear that, or including for that loved one in the spiritual realm that wants that person, that client, to know and understand what they're going through, what they've been through, what they're heading into, and or coming from. Okay. uh, and sometimes it's a hard journey to accept, or to see, or to bear with, physically and spiritually. And the reason why I say this is because I'm taking you to a path that we've been through before, but I'm also taking you to a path, and I'm saying to you, my client, as well, to the spiritual realm for that soul, that it's in interacting with me and letting me know, here's my journey, here's what's been happening, and it's beyond me what I'm able to process, or been through. Okay, so in the condition that it's been very acknowledging, uh, or like a rude awakening almost for his energy. And at the same time, it hasn't been in the best. Okay. And I feel that that is something that I expected for his energy to say. and to communicate because of the way that he has been through in the physical life, not just in this life that he had, but previous, but also in the way that it passed, in the way that it felt during that time that it passed. Um, and so it's been a lot of therapy. It's been very therapeutic, very communicative in the space that he's been. Um, and it's been a lot of shedding of skin almost, like shedding layers after layers. And when I see that, when he's giving me this preference of that, it's almost like, yes, you're shedding that skin, but it's literally like shedding lives, like shedding past, letting go of certain past that he has been dramatized with physically and spiritually. And it was holding on to him very tightly, and something that he could not bear to let go or wanted to let go. Okay. He knows and he understands that it's been very difficult and heartbroken for him in the journey that he has been to or through. And it's almost like self-sabotage for him to continue bearing those pains. Okay. um he was not willing to accept, the challenges or the mishaps of his physical life or journey that he has been through in more than just one life. And he was not willing to see, and not willing even to move in the spiritual realm further down the line because of the stagnation that he has been under. So a lot of the times, uh, when someone has passed drastically or has had a drastic lifestyle, there's people don't understand this, but you have to find ways to heal their energy. You have to find ways to clear and light their path. They need light to restore them, their energy, to vibrate their energy, their soul, their spirit. People that do not understand this, and I'm not judging because they do not understand it, because they have not learned it, they have not experienced it, or they don't know that knowledge, or they haven't been awakened to such knowledge, to such beauty, that we are infinite souls, no doubt, but we need to recuperate, restore that energy, that light, that vibration. And when we pass, we carry all the burdens of this life or any other lives through, continue passing on after life, if you believe in reincarnation, which I believe you should, for a number of reasons. So you will always have some type of bond and attachment to your tribe, your spiritual love, your any energy that you want to maintain of a loved one, especially further down the life. And to understand that we are not alone, and we vibrate each other even when we passed on, mostly. um so this spirit that we are communicating with, we have interacted many times over the years, even before it passed. And it it has always been very close to my energy. Normally it's not recommended for someone that I do what I do to not have such attachment to anything, readings or even clients, supposedly, because you can have a, the bond of it to have preference to or for, right? When I do this, and I always say this, and the reason why I accept it is because I am here to devote, and heal anyone who wishes to want to heal physically and spiritually, to move to a better enlightenment. Yes, it may look negative at times, but we are going through the physical view of the body, the mind, but not the spiritual realm. So I'm going to say this, like, okay, you see skulls, whatever that is, that you might be looking at. It have no fear, because this is just physical view of certain things. And this also in normal view of what man makes you believe, skull is negative, dark, and death. In a sense, yes, it is. It represents that. But if you are looking at it through my eyes, it is a spiritual awakening. It is transformation that this brings forth. And it's also an acknowledgement to letting you know, whoever's listening, uh, that as we are born, we are also have the privilege to transform and pass away, which is give rest to our flesh, to our body, and then passed away, transform into our nature, into our physical self, spiritual self, which is our spirit. Think of a butterfly, okay, caterpillar into a butterfly, just like that, okay. um, and it is a beautiful thing to understand. And the sooner we can start understanding that, yes, we are very fearful of letting go of this body, this life, this experience, and afraid, most importantly, to what's ahead. It makes us afraid of what it becomes after death. And yes and no, you should. But to accept that eventually we will be in that journey, that we, and no other way, no other choice, that we came in, we also have to leave. When we accept that, then we can find other ways to heal that path, that next journey of our life. So when we pass, we go into transitions of healing what our physical life has been through. So with that space is when you need to have someone. If anyone is looking at this today, please understand that now you can start looking at someone that can help you in the terms of spiritual life, of what's ahead. How do I heal this? A lot of people, because men did this from the beginning of time, you have to look for church, any religions. And again, I have no preference in religions. I respect all religions, all saints. It is one of my domains that it is a promise to the higher self. And we intend to go, let's say, to church 24/7 because we want to make sure that we are, when we go to heaven. So that is what men made to want to make you believe. Now, I'm going to have some negative thoughts and negative comments. Please don't, please understand, to each his own. I am only going based on the energies that I've been transcending to learn and talk. So it is fine if that's what you feel, that that's what will bring you closer to. But also understand that if you pick certain churches, certain religions, please understand that that person, it can be even you itself. Just pick up the Bible and start reading it and start speaking to God. No other person has the most power than you itself. Do you understand that? You are the temple. You are the key to reach your source, your creator. Trust me on that. Religions now is being more forcefully into materialistic. Anyone can be pastor, anyone can be whatever it is that you want to be, for the sake of the Bible and for the sake of the money, the materials. It is highly in that view now, and because we are more into the dark side than ever before. Okay. And what does that do? Unfortunately, it's bringing lost souls to those for whatever reason, it's not letting me say it, to those religions spaces. Okay. And what is those poor souls, lost souls? It is us, whoever is looking for that church. You're looking because you're desiring to understand yourself, to understand your spiritual growth, to understand where you're coming from, where you're going, and to understand and want to have the nurture. You want to be fed. You're thirsty for understanding of your creation, of who you are, why you are here. You're understanding because you want to get near your creator, your God. And that is absolutely natural and very important. But know and be wise who you're choosing, what you're choosing. Be open to see the negativity and the positivity of what you're searching. Please, for all of you out there, and whoever's watching today, share it. There's hundreds and millions of people that are using the church, the religion, to do negative things, to get negative things, and you yourself out there is giving your whole material gains, your money and purposes, and still lost of what the truth itself is. Okay. um so I for whatever reason it led me to that, so be it. When it comes to this beautiful spirit that we are now connecting with, you know he's telling me preach on. He's like, preach, preach. And like literally preach. I mean, and oh, bless his heart. Bless his spirit, bless his energy, vibrate positive. Thank you, Lord. And so with his energy, here's the and I keep saying, I want to say kicker. Here's the kicker. With all this negativity that he has been through, he still has that vitality to smile even with his energy right now, to stand straight and to be strong, and to feel this positive energy, which for a while I haven't felt, and my client will understand what I'm saying. um and I'm just, he keeps me at awe, I have to say. And I'm very, 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 very privileged to have this, you know uh energy, this presence of the soul. And so privileged to be able to touch the other side in the way that it touches me. um and so as we continue uh with his interaction with us today, please do understand with my client that he keeps tapping to me, and he keeps, don't forget this, please, please, before we continue, I want you to say to my boo, I want you to say, uh, he brings me back to the song, Do You Remember? So I feel that he wants you to be in that space of the good moments, the peace that you had, the hopes and dreams that you had and share at one point. It's literally telling me that he's putting closure to a lot of things, but he's also keeping with him as he journeys out into the next space, um, that he's taken, no doubt, the memories and the promises that he continues to hope and have and fulfill for you. But at the same time, he wants me to remember something. And I'm trying to see, did you ever went to the beach with him? Because I'm sensing he's taking me to like some type of space of water, or something with the beach. He's putting me in that space. Okay, we'll touch bases on that. Now, what he's also, because as he communicates and as I'm speaking to you, I'm also saying it, to his energy, right? So of course I'm intrigued, and I want to know, how he's doing, how he's processing this, and how did he process it, and has he processed it, and has he moved on, or is he still in that space, and how did he was he why is he able to communicate with us now after a certain time? We understand, we know, I know, but I want him to give me some of that uh, acknowledgement, or to speak to me of all those things that I'm saying. And sometimes when I do this with the spiritual realm, as also in the physical realm with my clients, I do it for a purpose. I always do certain things, say certain things for a purpose. Everything has a meaning here. There's no, oh, bad thing, good thing. No, everything has its version, a purpose to do things, say things. And in this situation is because I want him to let it out, shed it out, and be therapeutic with his energy, as well as I do with the clients. My clients know that they know. So, and so then he's like, I could go on forever to tell you these things, I could. So he takes, when I said that, he was standing at first, so he now sits in a position of, he's sitting on like it's not a floor, but it's a vibration energy, and he is crossing his legs. Um, okay, like like a Buddha, when they sit in that position, right? So now he's he takes in a deep breath, and he is in the resting space energy vibration. So the reason why it becomes physical is because I am still physical. My body is still physical. That is, I have to, for some reason, I have to explain that. um so when I interact with the spiritual realm, it comes in many, many forms and shapes. So because I'm still alive in this physical flesh body, um when they interact, it's a physical thing. It's a like a visual situation that comes in, but also with energy, because again, I'm still in the flesh. And so then therefore, he's listening and observing what we're doing, and it becomes almost like a mirror kind of thing between him and I, in the spiritual realm. And I'm still calling him because this is how we transition in the physical life, because that's who he was in this physical life. It was a he, right? And I use that, for the aspects of the reading. But when we are in the spiritual realm, we have no gender to itself. We only occupy the vibration of the soul, the light of the soul. So and as we take form and to move further down the line in any other spiritual life, we can become whoever we choose to, or make that choice of what next life will be, according to the will of your creator, of course, as always. Thank you. Now, so yes, I know. uh, I understand. So um so he's giving me this light of love, within me, and I feel very, very joyous and high right now, because he's he's giving gratitude to what he was not able to at one point, have. And you know so he's saying you're bad, but he's in a positive way. uh, he's given this to me in a positive way, like you know s- like a slang word, I want to say. Anyways, it's it, we understand each other in the spiritual realm correctly. And my client would also refer it to me in whatever way she understands it. Trust me on that. um but I'm my heart is full of joy right now, and yes, I am very teary, and I have this knot in my throat, because I feel that he has processed um, the next phase of his vibration, of his energy, uh, where he feels free, um, where he feels free, and I'm just, my body's just so chilling right now. And he, how do I put this? It's an energy that it's you just cannot, you cannot imagine it when you have the presence of your creator. That love takes on you in this most beautiful way, that no pain hurts, that it's undescribable. And he's giving me that privilege to experience, because that's what he's experiencing. That's what he has experienced, through this death that was unforeseen or unpredicted, in the way that he could not bear it, let's say. And that, because of this acknowledgement, he's been fulfilled with that love, with that joy, with that journey. And what carries him from this point on is that love, that energy, that protection of a higher self. Okay? And it is something that he could not, for the love of me, could not understand. And it's something that he could not foreseen. You understand? It took him to battles, physical and spiritual battles, to get to there, to get to that point. And he couldn't see any success as he was in the physical life, or even in the spiritual realm. There was so much darkness in him, so much fog, that he couldn't see the light at the end of that tunnel. And that's just the phrase, because for me, when I see that as he's telling me, he's showing me his journey, that fog, and looking to see, what's around him, and almost like a child, learning to walk kind of thing. um yes, there were options